Once upon a time, there was a queen who had two nieces, and they were princesses.
This queen, the Queen Comprehension, was a planner, and she wanted to make sure that the land had someone to watch over it while she was visiting her brother, Sir Wisdom, in Ireland.
She had two options. She could choose one or both of her nieces to watch over the land while she was away, or she could find another qualified individual to watch over the land.
The queen was rather partial to the first option, as it would allow her to keep the rule within the family and would absolutely maintain that the rulership stayed with the family.
However, there was a slight problem with this option. Although she loved her nieces, the queen felt that they were rather forgetful and self-consumed.
Therefore, the queen was not sure if the princesses would be qualified for the position.
She decided to test both the Princess Oblivious and the Princess Confusion by checking their understanding of the kingdom and how it was run.
If the princesses could pass this series of tests, then they would be allowed to watch over the kingdom.
But if not, the queen would have to grow used to the idea that the land would be ruled by another.
She hoped that it would not be the Lord Failure.
My dears. My dears! As you know, in a couple of weeks, I will be going to meet my brother, your uncle, the Prince Wisdom, in Ireland, and I will be staying to visit him for a month. I have been talking with my advisors over the past few weeks, and they believed it would be wise for me to leave someone qualified in charge of the kingdom while I'm gone, so nothing goes amok during my absence. Now, I had hoped during my absence someone in the family could assume the responsibility. And you two have progressed quite well in your studies.
I'll do it!
But you would need to pass several tests that would help me to determine if you are ready for such a responsibility.
We can do it.
I'm ready!
I'm ready.
If you are determined, then meet me here tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp to begin your test. Good evening, young ladies. Please have a seat. Now, as I started before, I will be checking your understanding to see what you have learned about what it requires to become a queen. I'm going to use a strategy called surveying to see if you know what I am asking you first. By surveying, I will ask you a question, you will get to answer it, we will listen while you talk, and then we can talk about whether you are right or wrong. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So girls, tell me, what am I going to do?
You're going to ask us a question,
And then one of us will answer,
and then the other people will listen.
and then we can give them feedback.
Right, and what is that called?
Surveying.
Correct. Now my question is, does a queen need to talk or listen more when she is talking to her subjects? Princess Oblivion, what do you think?
Listen.
Good. Now why is that, Princess Confusion?
So that she could give good advice?
What do you think, Princess Oblivion?
I think that's right, right?
That's right. I agree with both of you. Listening to someone when he or she is talking allows for you to give the advice because you know what is occurring in their lives.
Awesome!
Yes! Woo! Now, moving on. For the next question, I will use a technique called what? So what? Now what? During this activity, I will pretend to be a poor peasant, seeking advice from a princess, and ask for your counsel. After, we will act it out. After we act this out, I will ask you to reflect on what happened. Then I will have you ask yourself, so what? Why is this important? How did it relate to the real world? What did you learn from this experience? Finally, I will have you ask yourself, now what? This will be to extend what you have learned to other situations that you may encounter in your lives. Girls, I know this is a lot of information, so you can tell me what I just said?
You said that we were going to pretend to be princesses.
And then answer some questions.
What are the questions?
What? So what?
And now what?
Good. Now let's act this out. Tell me, Queen, what are the proper manners for a president to have in the presence of a queen?
Well, it's simply to have good manners in the presence of the queen.
Remember to bow and use your pleases and thank yous.
Please and thank you. Bravo, girls! Bravo! Now tell me, what did we just do?
Well, we pretended to be the queen, and you were a peasant.
And we answered the peasant's question.
Correct! And so what? Why was this important?
Well, as a queen, you should be able to answer all questions.
Especially ones that your subjects have.
Now what do we do after?
Well, we should be able to apply this to how we interact with people in the castle, but also outside of the castle.
Perfect. My heart is at peace, leaving the kingdom in your capable hands while I am away. Now get dressed. It's time to go outside and practice your singing.
Yes.
Here we go. Check that.
They see us teaching, they wonder, using techniques to check that understanding. Gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding.
Questions, you give some answers. We watch and see if you have good understanding. I keep on teaching lessons and asking lots of questions to build your understanding.
They see us teaching, they wondering, using techniques to check that understanding. Gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding. To pretend or play a cool game. I ask what's the what, now I check the understanding. Gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding. They see us teaching, they wondering, using techniques to check that understanding. Gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding, gotta check that understanding.
You get a code to give your feedback. I start teaching, you get to tell me how I'm doing. I ask if it's confusing, reteach if it's confusing. You tell me how I'm doing.
They see us teaching, they wondering, using techniques to check that understanding. Gotta check that understanding.